Time for us to go beyond the stream once more. It's kind of our little inside look at the folks that make HTC what it is. Great place, great place. We're going to talk about human resources today. Hush my mouth. Human resources? That used to be a scary thing. You need to go up to HR. No.
It happens. I'll say, hey, I need to talk to you about something not bad. But and they're like, whoa,
you got to preface it.
What did I do? What did I do?
Comma,
you got to preface
not bad.
it. So I've learned that for sure.
Yeah.
But not a scary place. We're there to help our
You're
employees.
not scary at all.
I try not to be.
You're right.
Yeah.
I bet you have your moments, though. We don't need to talk about them here.
No, I don't.
Oh, boy, I have mine. Taylor Kennedy is with us now. I've had the opportunity to sit down and chew the fat with you through the years, time after time. So welcome to Beyond the Stream.
Thank you.
This is kind of a scaled-down version of This Is Your Life, but you're in control of the story, okay? So we're not going to have any school teachers and all that coming back telling Taylor Kennedy stories. But where'd you grow up?
So I grew up in Conway and went to Conway High School. Then moved to Columbia for a little bit, went to Carolina there, and then came back home.
Why'd you come back home?
I was just ready to come back to, there's something about home, I guess. And Columbia was getting very busy. City, I guess I'm not a city girl.
Yeah.
So I was ready to get back. Found an opportunity at HTC, and here I am today.
Well, that might have been in the cards. I mean, there was a time prior to you graduating high school that kids pretty much knew that when they graduate college, they probably aren't coming back because opportunities didn't exist.
Right.
HTC is one of the area's largest employers. I don't know if you know the ballpark figure, but it's over 600.
Yes, sir. We have approximately 630 employees right now.
I was close. Wow.
You were, yes.
Yeah.
Good guess.
I got lucky.
Yes.
Total luck. 630 employees. That's large.
It is. So one of the largest employers in the area, as you said. So it's such a great place to be. And like you said, maybe before you didn't know any opportunities around, but we do have a lot of opportunities coming up at HTC. We have a lot of retirements coming up, so a lot of opportunity. There.
When you came home, was HTC in the cards? I mean, had you talked about that or thought about it?
I hadn't really thought about it too much when I came back. I was working for a company in Columbia through college, and then I continued with them, came back and worked at the beach for them for a little bit. And then I heard about HTC benefits through a friend, and just working here in general, the culture, things like that. And so I was like, great culture, good people to work with, the internet and telephone, cable, things that you're gonna need. And so I'm like, well, there's job security there too, right? So all of those things kind of piqued my interest, and then I just went for it. So I started in customer service in 2017. Okay. So almost 9 years I've been at HTC, and I moved to human resources in 2020, the end of 2020. So
you've been at that for a little while.
Yeah, about 6 years.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Customer service. That's great training ground for human resources because you're dealing with people.
Right. I like to say I supported our members with anything they might need, and now I'm supporting our employees with anything they may need, as well as members. I'm out in the community a lot with recruitment and things like that, and so I still get to play a large part with the members, I feel like. So, and just getting the brand out there, but also doing a little recruitment. There's a lot that goes into it. So
sure,
it's nice. I still get to work with outside individuals.
So you're going to answer this question pretty quickly. If you're in human resources and you're going out recruiting, you got to know about just about every department.
Oh, yes,
basic understanding of what they do. So in case someone asks, well, what do I need to do? What's my day going to be like?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I do.
So you can handle that?
I do. If I didn't know as I was moving into more recruitment, then I would just talk to somebody in the department. Like, okay, guys, I need a rundown of what y'all are doing over here. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. So I do feel like I have a really great understanding of different departments, what they're doing and what their goal is. I mean, we all have a common mission of getting the services out to our members and making sure that they're really great. But just what is that specific department's goal? So
sure,
within the process, if you will. So
what happens internally on the human resources side is that Well, health providers sometimes change benefits, what is offered. So run through the whole gamut of how you take care of the inside guys, like your colleagues at HTC. We'll get back to the customer side in a bit.
So when I first started in human resources, I did a lot of administrative things. It's dealing with payroll. I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's a big deal, dealing with information regarding pay, things like that, any changes to your personal information.
Right.
I mean, right from the very beginning of who you are as an employee and where you're living, things like that. And then also, just making sure they're supported with the benefits, like you said. Do you have any questions? Any claim information? Maybe this didn't go through right. So a lot of questions with benefits we handle. And so just pretty much anything you can think of that has to do with that human resources side, we're hopefully doing all we can to support them. That's the goal.
Yeah, because you kind of like walk along with them. I have different deductions than I where I work, so I'm sure it's similar. That even how withholding taxes, if the kids have moved out of the home, that it changes up. So you got to revisit that, I guess, every year.
Yes, life events is a huge thing. We are like a family at HTC, so we're already there rallying around anybody who has a life event, like a baby or something that happens, and so we're right there. Or even if a child turns 26 and they're not on the insurance anymore, we're there for them too, because
wow,
that's tough.
They get to hang on to the insurance till 26
Yes, they do.
Okay, we got to speed up the process. If my son's tuning in today, he might be.
Yeah, so anything life event related, we're right there making sure that they're supported in anything they might need. Questions are answered. That's a lot to kind of go through. It is. So you're not thinking about the little things typically. So we're there for those little things to make sure everything runs smoothly.
So I'm there and I'm juggling all the stuff that comes with being a new parent. You know what that's like. And the last thing you think about is like, well, changing some things up. So I'm sure that when you said benefits earlier, I'm sure HTC addresses all sorts of things and great programs. That comes into the recruitment side.
Right, yes. So I get to share all about our benefits when I'm out and about. So with health, dental, vision, life insurance, HTC pays for life insurance for our employees, their children and spouse. So things that people may not know.
Really? That's cool.
So we do have options, of course, for additional life insurance, things like that. But we are so supported as a company from our leadership, and that means a lot. And a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And so I love that I get to spread the word. I feel like I'm a little bit of a salesperson when it comes to, but it's easy. I'm just an advisor, right? So HTC makes it easy to go out and spread the word.
Well, if you have, obviously the lady employees, but, guys that are out there, whatever department they work in, and they got that new baby, they're not thinking about that. Women are a little more detail-oriented than guys are, because that's just how we guys roll. But you guys are so tight-knit over there, like going, hey, we heard you got a little baby. When you get a breather, we need to chat.
Right. That's exactly what we
can
do.
help you out. We get those benefits, which is great.
Yeah. Are you taking any time off? Things like that. And if you are, that's fine. We'll get you what you need. But we just want to make sure that you have what you need, especially, like you said, the guys, we don't really know ahead of time because they're not taking as much leave typically as the females. But we're just wanting to make sure that they're taken care of throughout the process.
The benefits, have they changed tremendously? I mean, because you said that. I mean, it is acceptable now that guys do take some time off around the birth rate, which is awesome.
Yeah,
but typically that wasn't the case when I was entering the workforce.
Yeah, I feel like HTC really does encourage a strong work-life balance, and you're not going to get that time back. I hear it time and time again when I have my babies. You're not going to get that time back. Take as much time as you need. You have a certain amount of time with some of the policies and things, but just take that time because you're not going to get that time back with your family.
Yeah.
So they do encourage that, so it's really nice.
Well, benefits are a huge in America now when it comes to the recruitment. So we'll get back to the prospective employee side before we get over to the customer side.
Yeah.
For those benefits, what sort of benefits are we talking about? You already mentioned like the dental and the health, which are great, but is there a setup where I can go into maybe some financial 401k that we could go into?
Oh, yes, we do. We have 401k, so we offer that. HTC no matter if our employees are participating or not, they, as a new employee, HTC, after a small waiting period, the probationary period, HTC is contributing 5% of their salary, no matter what, whether they're participating or not.
You're kidding me.
No, and
Dude,
then it's a
that's
10%
huge.
match.
If I was looking for a job, I'd fill out an application like pronto.
Yeah, so
That's great.
So it's good. So 5%, and then a 1-to-1 match up to 10%. So if an employee puts in 5%, then HTC is going to put in 10% of their salary towards that retirement 401k.
Jeez, that's incredible.
Yes, you don't hear about it a lot. So
I would lead with that.
yes, and pay time off. Everybody loves to take time off. 40 hours day one.
Right.
For full-time employees, they get 40 hours, and then they accrue approximately 10 hours a month. So 160 hours of paid time off your first year that you're at
Say
HTC.
what?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes.
No wonder you guys have 630 employees that just retire out. I mean, we hear these great stories. Somewhere along the way, when I was coming along, those folks that had careers at companies, it kind of faded a little bit. So it's really, really neat. It's good for the company, too, because
Right.
you've invested, resources and time into these employees, and it can send a department stumbling when someone will relocate. Well, you're there.
Right. Yep.
So the promoting from within
Yes, we do.
is tremendous.
Yes, and we have a lot of movement within the company. We have a lot of retirements coming up. So within the next 10 years, and we're already seeing those retirements happening. Especially this year, we've already started a lot of retirements. And so with all the movement within the company, we do post internally typically before we post externally for specific needs to make sure that our employees are where they want to be. They're growing and getting the most out of their position at HTC. So building that foundation. Like me in customer service, I was able to support and get gain some valuable skills, and then move to human resources. So, just in that example, that's kind of what we do, and I think it's great.
Well, for folks that are happy, I mean, I can say this because I ask. I mean, they just love working with HTC, and if they came out of college and they have one opinion, but if you've worked somewhere else and you come in, like I've talked to some folks that are part of HTC now, and they were with similar companies until they relocated to the area, and they are just they have a different view because they know that this is a special place.
Right, we feel like it's a special place.
Sure.
So it is a great place to work. Really good coworkers. We're there to rally behind each other no matter what, like I mentioned before, but. It's really a great place. Whether you're from here or not, we actually were wrapping up HTC Week at Coastal this week, just recruitment, but brand awareness and just beyond the stream, making sure that people know that we know they're not just a number. They are a part of our community, and we're so deeply rooted in our community. It's nice to be out there and making sure that we're getting the best services out there. Sure. Supporting each other as employees, but supporting our community as well.
Well, growing up here, you were more than likely a customer of HTC.
Yes, sir.
And when you're there using the services, I'm sure you didn't think of HTC as a future employer. Well, it's just you had the phone. But for a customer that's watching this, or knows someone in the company, how important is it for the customer experience when people are excited to be working with such a good company? They've got to, I see the difference, but from your point of view, being on the other side.
Yeah, hopefully members do see that it is a difference with us being so deeply rooted in the community. We're all working for that common goal of getting the best services out there. Our members, our friends, our neighbors, us, our board of directors, our executives. Everybody's using HTC. Hopefully, everyone's using HTC services if they can get it and in their area. And it really does. I mean, the hospitals, things like that. The bigger accounts, those. Such an impact, and so HTC is there to support. We may have family members there that we know that's just that we're connected. So everything that we do is so important, and we know the impact that it makes in the community. So.
Well, good spending some time with you. Yeah. How is the family? We got a few seconds left. Yeah, good.
Good. I got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old.
That's why we've been not seeing you so much.
I just got back not too long ago. September, I got back to work from maternity leave, so I had a little girl. So it's been good. It's been good.
She's sleeping through the night and all that good
sleeps
stuff?
so well. She's a good baby.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm sure
very
you get
nice.
those questions when you show up.
I do,
Yeah.
yes. She's been great. My son, he's a little bit more attached to me than she is. So, but she sleeps great, and it's been nice. I wasn't sure how I was going to be juggling two, but juggling two and working and all of the things, it's been good. My husband's been a great support system, so it's been good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good deal. Taylor, thanks for spending a little time with us.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Human Resources Representative with HTC. Good stuff. You can just see the whole family vibe. I get that experience when I meet these folks, not just for these interviews, but as a member of the co-op for a long, long time and as a customer. Love it. Well, that's all we got for this edition of Beyond the Stream. We'll see you next time.